Welcome to Shooting the Shit with Rhonda and T. Tonight we are reviewing Potamac, season 6, episode 16. Before we start, tell them what to do, T.
Okay. Smash that on the button. Subscribe to our channel.
All right, so when this episode opened back up, Giselle and Robin is back in their twin room, y'all.
They ain't stay at the hotel again, girl.
They broke asses couldn't afford that hotel 2 nights in a row.
What kind of sense did that make to go to a hotel just to come back?
So is it really the bathroom issue, or did you thought that was going to be a big thing by y'all leaving out and they ignored your ass?
And
so
Wendy was like, bye.
Yeah, that was dumb. So Wendy, she planned this big old crab boil at the house. The people coming over there setting up, look all fancy and stuff. And while we getting ready to go to the party, Ray and Karen, they come through, they doing electric slide because they all geek because they getting ready to celebrate. They look cute with their little hats and stuff on, a little two-step. I see you, Ray.
Ray is a happy camper.
Giselle, grizzly, mean face in the corner because she just can't stand love. She shouldn't have came. She should never want to be around couples, not happy couples. She like
Robin,
argue, but
nor
she don't
Robin.
like couples.
Nor Ashley.
No, Ashley's miserable. We'll miserable. So they go outside. So at this point, because it looked like it was daytime when the people got there, but
To set up, yeah.
It's sunset. She thought it would be pretty to go out there, but it's cold.
It seemed very cold.
It looks cold.
We are in where the hell are they at?
They're on the East Coast.
So they all the way up north. And you buy the water.
The water gonna make it 10 times colder than what it is anyway. That was cute, but that's too fancy for me. Look here. That's not how I want to do a crab boil.
That's okay. What Mia said. Mia was like, this is the fanciest crab. Where the newspaper?
If y'all don't pull out
pour that shit down on the table.
Yeah. What is that? And I mean, I know they on the East Coast, so they do the whole crab. That meat too little for me. I want the legs. I don't want to be cracking open them little claws, because just to get it out of that.
Well, I mean, you eat crawfish, and that's why I hate crawfish, because I'm like, this is too much work.
But the crawfish, when you smash the head, it has this juice. And I'm not eating the stuff. I just need the juice. So the juice is what you getting with the crawfish, that spice, that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
No. You out here sucking on giant.
And then it'd be a whole big old thing. So you just smash, you pull, you twist it, and the tail come out, you smash, you get that.
Just bring me the crab legs.
Throw it to the side. It ain't nothing fancy. You don't be fancy when you eating this stuff.
Never crab legs. I mean, how you gonna do that?
I mean, yeah. I didn't see the butter, the thin, and y'all just
okay.
That's not how we get down. Pop, throw. That ain't how we get.
Yeah.
Woo. But it was so cold. My man G said he was going inside. Okay. She don't know about them heaters. They from the East Coast.
Yeah, you can have a little patio heater. They have a cheesecake factory. You be outside.
Yeah, they have patio heaters. She ain't know what is the tiki. The only thing tiki torch is gonna do is get rid of the mosquitoes.
Yeah, no, you need the heater lamp.
Yeah, child, she didn't frost some people. The food probably got cold, but crab legs to get cold.
And Jesus, oh man, he can't be outside in that cold weather for too long.
Oh Lord. Iron probably low. I know I couldn't sit my iron.
I couldn't be out there. I'd be like, dang, my knees hurt. Shit.
Right. I was looking at Wendy. I was like, what kind of blood she got? Because she tatas and everything.
Not that kind. She African. You She like it hot.
She should be cold. She should
Yeah.
be cold. So, what happened? What happened?
Ashley Bass.
Side. Oh, they started talking about Karen and her anniversary, and she said she's sending out the invitation. Now y'all don't open up them invitations on the inside of your house. So they already let you know right then it was something finna pop off. So she warned y'all, don't open up them down invitations. So Wendy started, Ashley asked Wendy, did you leave the food at home with your mama and the kids like you did the last time? Now, she said, yeah, blah, blah, blah. But that was just, if you pay attention, Ashley always trying to start shit. So Ashley asked that question so she could open up for the next question. And the next question was, Eddie, have you talked to your mom yet? But what she didn't know is that he had.
He did.
Asshole. And they good as can be. It wasn't finna be you sitting up there trying to start something like, oh, she's still not talking to you. Because see,
And why would you ask that question to somebody who said that they haven't talked to you? You already know that story. So
she already know.
You know,
her miserable ass sitting over there.
Great
trying
that
to
he
start
did,
yeah.
But right. What would you expect him to say?
And then it turned into a whole.
Eddie is so low key. He don't even
your
be
family.
bothering nobody.
Miserable. She was done with the conversation after that. You know what I'm saying? She was
it didn't go, yeah.
So G came back outside because he had took a couple of shots because that's what you got to do.
You got to get warmed up.
Oh,
yeah.
Not to chill off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He said, I sure am glad I'm here. Okay. He said, because it's a whole lot of shit I could be doing. I could be at home sleeping. Okay. And then the scholar was like, you gonna keep talking about sleeping, she gonna get mad. And then Giselle was like, now I thought you apologized. And you know that she had an issue with you talking about sleeping. And G like,
I don't think one thing had anything to do with the other. Why are we? He said he could be asleep. I'm outside, it's cold. I done had a couple of shots, and right now I could be sleeping. If I was at home,
I would be knocked out because it probably was late, and he probably go to bed. Okay, I didn't take that as he was taking a dig at Ashley. And then she said something about it. And he was like, what issue? What issue we had? She was like, when you wouldn't let me go to sleep on the bus, he like, what bus? You know, at this point, he trying to be funny. Ha, let it go. Shit, it wasn't even that serious.
It wasn't even that serious.
She like, do you got amnesia? Do you got Alzheimer's? And then Mia had to be like, okay, calm down, because you
stop talking to my husband crazy.
Yeah. Nah, ain't nobody saying nothing about your old ass husband, so don't come for mine, okay?
She is on such a campaign just because, and listen, I think G would be a fun person to have on a trip, like I said, because you need somebody that's gonna be acting a fool to make it be not boring. Mm-hmm. He ain't violated nobody. He didn't talk nasty, but Ashley, we done heard about your whole vagina, the booty hole, the hole. We done seen your titties in every scene. Right. You either nursing or pumping. So she really like going hard to be like, see, Michael ain't that bad compared to, yeah, he still is.
Worse. Michael's worse. He still is. And if Michael was there, y'all would have been at the strip club, because G said, Ashley trying to go to the strip club, Michael would have said, yeah, let's go. And that's where y'all would have been.
Yeah, but I don't think Michael likes the same kind of strip club as G.
He would have said, is Juan coming?
This nigga is obsessed with Juan. It's real creepy.
Oh my goodness. Well, he tried to apologize to her, and she said that I don't need an apology. I can't. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I
The
hate it
big
when Ashley throws out her little black scent. Like when she
Yes.
arguing to make her
all
sound
of a
what?
sudden.
Like you about to pop off, girl.
Right. Stop. Then Mia asked her, "Where's your husband?" She was like, "With my children." And she was like, "Are you sure?" Um,
That's it. That's all, folks.
that's it. And you know that's dumb. Cause you really ain't sure.
You're not sure.
You know that's dumb.
On top of the fact that he ain't been trying to.
Candace was sitting back like, I ain't in this one. She said she was sitting up there watching the
You went to
TV.
popcorn.
Yeah, she said, "Ooh."
I'm like, oh, all of a sudden you
Bitch.
team Mia. You was really just trying to go in for the bitch last week. Now she's
She low key threw a dig at Mia. She was like,
she's a big bitch.
Yeah, she be throwing shit and thinking people gonna let it go.
Compared to Ashley, she is a big bitch.
Yeah.
Which means nothing because she don't look like she can fight.
No, she's not a fighter. She'll call the police. She's not gonna fight. Both of them were actually. Let me see. Oh, child. Doing all of this, child, they had snuck Karen or told Karen to go away and they put her in this little short ass cake. I was like, well, who the hell ordered this cake? The cake.
That was so unremarkable. They did all of that. Just
walk her ass over there. She could at least took off her clothes or something. I mean, I ain't want her naked, but she could have took something off, child. I don't know.
She said not in front of G. Hell no. G was licking his tongue. He was licking his tongue at her. I don't blame you, Karen. You ain't want G licking his tongue out. That shit was nasty.
So they back at home. They back at home now. The invitations.
This trip is over.
Trip over, child. Robert can go use the bathroom because she don't know how to clean herself up around.
She said Wendy was a horrible host.
Stop it. You didn't have to go. The invitations that showed up, child, half of the butterflies was dead. You had to shake them off the box.
That's not Karen's fault. That's that company's fault. Why did y'all?
Whoever did it.
Whoever delivered it. Why did y'all have dead?
Don't send me no butterflies. Let me tell you.
I don't want that.
I don't want that. I don't care if you tell me to open it outside. I don't want that. We went to the zoo this summer and we went into the butterfly exhibit. And it's just butterflies all over and you're walking through it. And I was sitting up there the whole time like, please, Lord, don't let one of these butterflies get in my face. Because, I'm out there, the kids and all like, oh, looks so pretty. I know that if one of these butterflies come close to me, I'm going to be like, and then all hell.
Be the butterfly murderer in front of the children.
Yes. I'm like, oh my God. So I
mean, the butterflies are not bad here at Gatorland. They got one with them little teeny birds. And you walk in there, the birds land on you, and like.
No, I'm not doing butterflies. I'm not doing birds landing on me. I had a pet bird. My mama used to let it out the cage. It would fly around. I would hide in the room till you get his ass back in the cage. I don't do that. That don't work for me.
I cannot picture her with a pet bird. When does that happen?
We had two.
I missed that. And she was letting it out. She was letting it out in her house.
You said you had to let them out. Like they would fly around the house. It was Bobby Brown and Freddie Jackson.
Bobby Brown and Freddie Jackson.
That was their name.
Definitely don't want Bobby Brown flying around my house. How am I going to get him back in the cage?
Yes, it was Bobby Brown and Freddie Jackson. They was the
I missed that.
The parakeets. They was the parakeets.
Wow.
Yep. So Mia and G at home and they was talking about how they was concerned over their kids because apparently they had a little staycation they thought for their anniversary dinner and mom was watching the kids and she kept calling over and over because she said she ain't know what she was gonna feed them. And
she was ready to go. She was like, y'all been on a trip already and now you're going to dinner. I'm ready to go. Feed your own
Yeah.
damn kids.
Yeah. And G told her to quit calling, and they end up 2 hours after being there, went and picked up the kids, and she went in. She went in on G. G sit there and took it because he didn't want to disrespect the mama. And she got mad and she stormed out.
But I mean, is it rude for you to come back from a vacation and then leave and go back out again? Like,
that's what I was trying to figure out. I was
like,
like,
she's ready to go. She's not in her own house. She's been there for however long y'all was there.
she's saying, I don't know what to feed the kids is. I didn't plan on having these kids here another 2 days or whatever. I don't have no food. Plus, she's staying with the sister.
She's got other obligations. She got, yeah.
Yeah, and you know, you already said the one little boy ain't want to take his ass to bed. They probably bad. At least that other one, the little bad.
He's a teenager, so it's different. The little kids are not the same as a teenager who is in my house, who stays up all night playing games. Like, and I mean, honestly, I could take it away, but you ain't be taking that shit back and forth. I'll be like, yeah, well, your ass is still getting up in the morning, so. Grandmother's, you know, she was ready to go.
She was like, y'all, they eating us out of house and home. Y'all gonna go home. Y'all got a house full, and then we over here empty. Come get these damn kids. Shit. Giselle, she go plant shopping with her daughters. Okay. This fool talking about, I can't wait for y'all to see my $8,000 chandelier. In that house, you put an $8,000 chandelier, and I bet you it's
it's gold.
You're right. It's the tech.
It's gold.
Crazy. She started asking the kids, did they care if she started dating?
That was super sad to me.
Because the girls was like, they don't want her to be by herself. They said, you lonely and we don't want you to die alone.
She's miserable, like, for real, for real.
She
her
said,
daughter said, it's like you're a vampire, like you're dead inside.
Yeah, she said she don't have any feelings.
Yeah, but how does that translate to your kids, though?
But here's the thing, though. One, you quit fronting talking about you dating because you're not dating. Because they said they never seen her in a relationship. They don't have an example. They don't know what it look like. Because you've never been in one. Okay. The kids said they ain't never even seen you with the daddy. So all of that we know is a lie because they putting all that out there. They was like the younger one said, I ain't never seen it. The oldest one said you was married and then you wasn't. Like it was done, it was over with. But here's what I don't understand. Dating and stuff aside, you don't communicate with your kids, you dead inside when it comes to your kids. Like, forget like a man, you not.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, I mean, I could say that, like, me and the girl's dad weren't together in a traditional way because I was taking care of mama. So it wasn't like, you know, how a family that all lives under the same roof together would see a relationship, but they definitely seen other relationships. You know, and I guess what they did see of us was that we loved each other. You know, we weren't Martell and Mel over there hollering and screaming at each other. But dead inside, I was like, that just seems like a whole nother level of, so like you said, take the man out of the scenario. How are you communicating with him?
Because like, you know, I can't get enough of hugging and kiss on this one over here. And then my daughter had to tell me, I mean, I guess her breast got too big and she wanted to quit. So, you know, I couldn't hug and kiss her. I think I hugged and kissed her till she was about 16, 17, to where she wouldn't let me anymore. You know, like
there has been times when I was single and for the holiday, like Tony would come stay at the house, all the kids were under the same roof, and everybody would be like, on Christmas Day, like all in my bed. And I'm like, how are all four of us all up in this bed watching TV? Like, you know, it just, I was like, that's sad. And then she said, y'all are going to start dating soon. And then she said, you might be dating already to Grace.
You don't know.
So you don't know, like, if she has a boy that she has a crush on.
Let me tell you, Diamond's first boyfriend, I think I know all of us went over to the boy house. I was like, we got to meet your mom and the whole shebang. Okay. And I had Kendrick, I believe, with me to go over there so you can see her daddy ain't here, but it's other men around here.
I mean, Katie's boyfriend lives in another state. They talk on the phone 24/7. I've talked to him before, though.
Right. But she don't know. She don't know. She don't have a clue because she's over there on the whole other wing of the house. It seemed like she don't even be bothered with them. Hell, she didn't even want us to show us their room. Like, do you know what it looked like over there? Or did you fixing they side even up? Like, cause
probably not. That's probably what it is.
Your house, and we ain't get to see none of their stuff.
Right. You know? And I mean,
our house look like
there's cameras coming, so get the room ready.
But the house doesn't even look like kids live there. No. You know what I'm saying?
But even her kids' energy is very like they're just so down and they're not.
Yeah. And so then I was sitting up there like, so even with Sherman, that wasn't real because they couldn't even say they saw
said they never seen it.
Yeah, and you were sitting up there lying, talking about how much your kids love Sherman. They said they ain't never seen it.
I will say, I was like, dang, like that was a moment, like there was no acting involved. Your kids just let you have it right there in front of the camera.
They always do, though.
Ooh.
They always do. That's sad.
That was so sad to me. I'm like, she got 3 beautiful girls. Like, it's supposed to be different. It's supposed to be different.
Child.
I bet you if Robin, who don't even wake her kids up, her boys be jumping on her head and they got a whole different thing over there for her boys.
You already know, sure, she was talking to the one about her need to go to counseling.
They haven't. They are friends.
Yeah, he was up there like, why do you
said you ain't got your life together yet? Dang.
Oh my goodness.
That's crazy.
So we got Ashley, yo. She's visiting a therapist.
She brought her titties.
Or something. She at the doctor, y'all. First thing she did, like you said, pull out them titties. She breastfeeding. She telling the doctor, you know, she went on vacation, but she has this thing that she hate to leave her kids behind. I was like, but most, I mean, who do?
That's normal.
6 weeks later, they be like, go back to work. You be like, here, baby.
No, right.
Yeah, and I mean, I had the best babysitter. He was going to my mama's house. I didn't want to leave my baby. I don't care.
Me too, still.
You know? She tell her she need to take care of herself because last time that was a struggle for you. Remember last time you had post-traumatic, so you need to take care of yourself. And she says that she tries to be intimate with her husband, but he don't want it. He don't want it. She asked him, is his needs being met? I guess outside of her, and he said that he just don't want it right now.
She's a 12-year-old girl married to a 75-year-old man, and that's where they at?
Come on now.
Okay, she's not 12. I'm just saying that's But he got really excited to talk about wine over here.
Yeah, because she asked her, no, she said, do you think he's being truthful? And she said, yeah. And she said, but when she tries to touch on him, he's like, he's tired. Okay. But the last time around this time, when she had Dean, he was stepping out on her then. Okay. So
but she was talking about like touching his leg. And I'm like, intimacy though is not just sex. Like y'all might be sleep and y'all don't spoon each other or
Probably not. Probably don't.
Hmm.
They don't. Do they seem like that though to you?
I just thought that's what people did when they get to bed with each other.
Would you spoon with that?
We're not talking about me because I can go down that road, and there's a whole lot of things about that I wouldn't have nothing to do. It has nothing to do with his age. I'm like Mia now, and she need a big black dick. Huh.
That's what Mia told her.
I wonder if she's ever had one.
Probably not.
I don't think so.
Probably not, because she don't act like it. She act more like a Karen. Child, Wendy had a photo shoot for her candles. And she named the candles after her mom and her daughter. And we find out Eddie, he went on and did that business plan and got the finances in order because she wasn't gonna do it. So he
did everything right except put a $46 price point on that motherfucker. Who's paying $50 for a candle with one wick?
Hell, I sure the hell ain't buying them damn candles. Sure. She's sitting up there and she was talking about the photographer, and the photographer, he is a photographer, but he's African. So she asked, the mom asked, what did he go to school for? He went to school for engineering. He went to school for engineering because, that's what they do. They try to please, I guess, the parents, but he wanted to be a photographer. That's what Wendy was trying to put out there. Okay. But we don't know if that's the story, Wendy. You don't know that.
I don't think that's the African thing.
I'm gonna get into this big argument why they're taking pictures at the same time. It was so inappropriate about parenting styles and everything. Mom gets mad, leave out the house. Okay, they could have kept that scene out. They should just show them taking the pictures and kept going.
She said the baby was chewing on that flower. She says, has this thing been sanitized? I pray for the thing, the blood of Jesus on that flower.
You ain't lying.
Got in the baby's mouth.
We still in the midst of COVID. Playing them games. Ashley Wayne got a hotel room for the night, y'all. Okay. She put that little dress on, but she stood there at the door with that Corona in her hand. I said, boy, this ain't nowhere near romantic right here.
It wasn't. It was like, I was like, it's broad daylight.
Yeah, it was nowhere near romantic. Then when they sat down, it was just weird. Like he sat on one side of the table, and then, first of all, why y'all sitting there?
Ashley got going on? I have had 3 children. All of these after pregnancy issues, 6 weeks, and then you could get you some booty. And they'd be like, and wait before you want to be pregnant, before you come back in here for your checkup. What is happening over at Ashley's house?
Well, your booty hole, remember didn't her booty hole collapse or something?
That was the last time.
She had some child. I don't know. She was talking about all this difference. I don't know. She said the doctor told her that she could have sex, but it probably wouldn't.
Listen here, for all of you who have never had any children, don't listen to Ashley because I don't know what she got going on over there.
Here's the thing. It does feel a little weird. Okay.
What feels weird?
Huh?
What feels weird?
When as soon as your 6 weeks is up and you have sex, but you be ready to have sex. So, okay, maybe I'll be telling a little bit too much, but the last time 6 weeks is up. Okay, come, fine. It was like a little oh, that's a little pain or something up in there, right? But I wasn't gonna stop because we gotta get this work all the way out, okay? So eventually that feeling goes away, okay?
I don't remember any of that. I don't know what her issues are.
But I had stitches.
You're talking about maybe just because it's been a minute, and you just have to readjust the situation.
You just gotta readjust it, and then it go right back.
How old is that baby? He's older
That
than
baby
16.
was up there
He was
talking
sitting
in
up
the
there
therapist.
talking.
He had a whole conversation.
She waiting for.
She was talking about 6 weeks though, but he had a whole conversation in the therapist's office. That baby was sitting up, head,
Right. It's been a minute.
everything.
So they're still
Yeah.
not.
Sure. Okay. Most people be like, when your 6 weeks is up?
Look here. Your mama was pregnant with you.
At her 6 week
That's
checkup. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Nasty.
My mother was like, God damn, was y'all in the hospital? I mean,
Oh,
I don't even think that's uncommon because with Caitlin, the doctor, I got my tubes tied after that. And she was like, you want to do it now? I'm going on vacation, or do you want to wait until after I come back? And I was like, I'll just wait, until you come back from vacation. And she's like, don't be pregnant before you get your tubes tied. And I'm like, what? And she's like, you'd be surprised how many people come to get their tubes tied and they didn't mess around and got pregnant already.
It's so many Irish twins out here.
Not Ashley.
It's your sibling for a couple of days or a month or something like that.
Well, Ashley, you should be done because I don't know that your body can handle it. Your whole uterus is going to be on the floor. I don't know what she got going on. She's so extra about everything.
Well, child, she started talking about the vow renewal and was he coming, and he was talking about how he didn't want to be around Chris and his wife, and but he don't mind being around Juan, okay? And his whole face got the glowing when he started talking about
Juan. A whole long
he said he interested
and chilling. Me and Juan, we having drinks together and we have fun together. He had more excitement talking about Juan than he did about sitting there with her having dinner.
He sure did, and she had to get up and go out because he was making her look dumb. Juan
is all right. He ain't that damn attractive now. Come on.
Shoot, to him, Juan is everything, okay? Yes. But she's trying to say, it's just a natural friendship. It's nothing. I'm like, it's weird though.
Why you gotta have a disclaimer though? Why you have to say that?
It's weird. You could say, that's weird. She blindfolded him and tried to take him into the room. And I guess she tried to act like it was going down, but he started talking about, dude, you see how many buttons is on the toilet? He ain't going in there. They ain't doing nothing.
He's not interested in Ashley at all. Mm-mm.
I still say you better watch that woman. He keep taking them kids to the office.
I mean, he's an old man. I think he never had any intentions of doing babies and all of this shit. Ashley is not his hot, sexy freak anymore. Now she's somebody's mother, always over there lactating, and he does not find that attractive. Plus all the other shit she got going on. And she talked about it so much, like that shit ain't sexy.
And she said that's the only thing she talked about with him is the kids. So, okay. So we end off with Giselle at the therapist, okay?
Well, she need to be at the therapist all the damn time. She needs a lot.
Do you think she's listening to the therapist?
Not at all, no.
I don't either.
I think she thought it was a scene. She's like, the people keep saying I don't bring none of my life, so let's go to this therapist that I've found somewhere.
Yeah. She told me she need to work on being vulnerable and her being emotionally unavailable to the kids and how she got with the kids. Well, she told him that she reconnected with the kid's father, and he was like, why, dummy? Why would you do that? And she said, because she wanted to get the family back together. He was like, I mean, was it a love force? Did y'all like each other, or you just wanted to get the kids back together? She said that he felt different. that she felt like he respected her more at this time. I mean, you could say that, but we already know he had a whole kid out there at the same time he's supposed to be with you. So what kind of respect
I
was
don't think it was any of that shit that she was saying. We know why Jamal was there. He was there for a storyline, and that shit backfired in your face. But you gonna hold on to that life for dear life.
Mm-hmm. And you talking about during the pandemic, you realized that you needed your space and your freedom, and that's why you're not with him. I was like, didn't most people feel like during the pandemic they want to get
Together, closer.
didn't people feel like, oh, okay, this is something different. We need to work on
I
this.
saw fathers outside riding the bikes with their kids. The whole families was taking walks together. Like it was in the beginning.
Absolutely.
before all of the other stuff like really hit in the beginning. And I mean, down here it happened right in springtime. So the weather is beautiful. Everybody was out. Like everybody was
in
like
the yard.
eating to enjoy the homes that they be at work so hard to pay for. So whatever she had going on, like you can't say that because he wasn't there anyway. Pandemic, y'all already lived states apart from me. He's in Atlanta. That's not right next to DC.
And he didn't ask for you to come down there because Atlanta was open and he was traveling because we seen him. Matter of fact, he was somewhere for his birthday surrounded by a bunch of people. You was not one of them, nor was his kids. He wasn't thinking about none of y'all.
I don't think he's that guy. And that's unusual. Like preachers usually have you know what I'm saying? The congregation usually has a preacher that's a married man with a family. He's a single preacher out here down to the Magic City getting the strippers to vote. What was that shit?
He sure was.
What was their slogan?
During the pandemic. I don't forgot, but
it was something on a stripper pole.
Child, he sure was. Lord. You know, she cold. She's a very cold person. Okay. And she talking about she need to let her walls down. She vowing that she's gonna change. I don't see none of that. I think she's just a mean, cold person.
She's 50. She's probably not gonna change at this point. But I feel sad for her girls. And I'm like, I don't even know why you sitting up here having conversation with a therapist about a nigga because you got some other shit you need to deal with before you start trying to, you know. Hell, dating is easy.
It's sad that is their father because they don't even have that other side to run to. That's sad.
No. Yeah.
So do they have a relationship? I wonder with his side of the family at all? Like, okay, Jamal's an asshole, but
they act like they don't know nothing about their father. They act like they know nothing about him.
They do. That's crazy. That's sad. That's sad. But child, that's how that episode ended. Okay. Next
that
week,
explains though why she has so much envy for happy people, because everybody that she has a thing for is Wendy, is Karen. It's not Robin because her and Robin are low-key in a relationship. So maybe, you know, maybe that's why she
and Robin's miserable. So that makes her feel okay.
Her relationship is not a happy one. So
well, next week, child, we're gonna be at the wedding. We're gonna be at the wedding.
That's all finale done.
That's the finale next week. Okay. Well, we're gonna be there. Look like Candace gonna cuss out Chris again. Juan gonna be there. So Michael will be there. Go ahead. Tell him, boy.
Smack that thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel.
That's what's up. We'll talk to you next time.
We'll see you on the next one, y'all.
Bye, y'all.